Good morning, sports fans. Welcome back to the live streaming of the Bowl South Africa Masters. We're in the open men's game now between my good friends Shaun Mr. Bowles Thomas and Nikša Bengurić, local hero from Wingate Park. Yeah, I'm being joined by my other good friend Donnie Pickett. So you're gonna be hearing some pills of wisdom over the next half an hour or so.
Morning, Mike.
Jeez, why are you shouting, boy?
Morning, Mike.
Just
how you
talk,
doing?
man. Brilliant. I saw you commentating with Wade earlier on Jason's game.
Yes. Interesting game that was.
Yes, up and down.
Up and down, and it was, as you know, I so often emphasise the importance of jack throwing, and
Yes.
that was honestly a game about the jack, and Paul got Jason on the long
On the long
ends,
ends, yeah.
and then he proceeded to throw a short jack, and obviously accidentally. Not
Yeah.
intentionally, but Jason got off the 14 and won the game.
Yeah.
Incredible.
So these boys didn't have such a brilliant one. I mean, I think Nikša won one yesterday, Shaun won two. So all to play for in this section.
Yeah, so as you mentioned, Nikša, the local boy, so you should know what these greens are running like. You should have first-hand experience of that. And as I was saying earlier to my other fellow colleagues, is that the greens are probably the best I've actually witnessed at Wingate during the Masters for a very long time.
Yes, they've worked really hard, this one especially, but all four are really good nick. Currently running 14-15 seconds, and they'll get a bit quicker this afternoon. Yeah, so on this rink especially, Nikša's plays all his bounce games and tries to play all his club comps on this rink, so he'll be very familiar with this.
Shaun, very, very competitive singles player. I think it's probably his main strength, his singles, in my opinion.
Yeah, no doubt.
And certainly most of his record has come from singles. Hasn't started off with a very good end, but so it's only the first end. And I found that the end rinks seem to be, I've been told, they've been quite tricky. And as I say, I mean, like I said as well, you can't really knock a greenkeeper for that. I mean,
No.
very seldom do you get a green with 12 perfect rinks.
Correct. No, look, on this particular B green, this number 6 is really good, both sides up and down, so no problems, yeah. But number 1, the ditch side is very tricky.
Yeah.
And the rink that you just commented on with Jason, that's quite tricky on the ditch side as well.
Ditch hand, very tricky.
It can hang.
It hangs, and then it has a
Big cutaway.
big swing at the end, and
Yeah.
and very unforgiving swing. And anyway, it looks like
Yeah, it looks like 1 to Shaun. No, 1 to Nick to start off.
nice technology you got here, Michael, as always, our tech guru.
Well, I can't take any credit for this rig. This is all Wingate Park. This has been here now for about a year, and it's fantastic. The graphics, the interface, all of the adverts,
The overhead cameras.
the overhead cameras, fantastic. Yeah, they've really worked hard, not just on the greens, but obviously on all the facilities. The new bar next to the green here, as you've just enjoyed. The refurbished toilets just below this green. Yeah, fantastic. It's a really good club to be a member of. Fantastic bowling section, great golf course, of course. So yeah,
No, I think what they've done is really stepped up to the plate this year, and so I have been critical of them hosting the Masters in the years gone by for a simple reason, because of the standard of the greens, and I think they've got that right this year, and now honestly a 5-star establishment. And in my opinion, if it carries on like this, I don't believe any club in South Africa can host a better Masters.
No, we were talking about it yesterday. You know, Morningside, as good a club as it is nowhere near as good as these facilities. Maybe the Wanderers could.
I think the bowlers are probably a bit
compete.
better than the Wingates.
Well, we
what
should
do you
have that
think, Shaun?
challenger. We should have that challenger. Okay, Mr. Aspen Shaw. This is Shaun Grant Thomas up against Nikša Bengurić.
Shaun's on a good track here. I think he's got this.
Morning, Brian.
Yeah,
I
think so.
said hello to your mate Andrew Sturley for you. He said, thanks for the messages last night. He'll be getting back to you sometime today. That's how old mate Brian Katsia down
Brian
in
Kitts
PE.
here, down in PE.
Yeah.
How's it going there, Brian? Hopefully all good.
Yeah. We'll be bumping into him, of course, at the Nationals this year.
Yes, yes.
So he owes us a drink, I'm sure. So the boys trying to get used to the weight here. Their lines are good, but Shaun's managed to
Well,
find it with that one.
Shaun played a good shot because, I mean, Nikša had drawn a very good bowl, and
Yeah.
I don't know if you missed that, but
I clearly missed it. Thanks for pointing that out. Don.
try stay focused, Michael.
Yeah.
Nikša just going by, so Shaun's still down 2 with a bowl in hand. Good opportunity to make 3.
As you can see, it's swinging really good.
So finishes, I don't think he's up.
Yeah, just coming up a bit
He
short
missed out
there.
on a bonus bowl, and he hopefully for him is not one that he's going to regret later on.
Yes,
If he does lose 21-20, that could be the bowl.
we will remind him, no doubt. Elsewhere on the green, we've got some other mouth-watering games. All the ladies, I believe.
Well, surprise result this morning, Mike. Old Josh Turner
Yes.
getting the better of Jerry.
No,
He was
he-
unbeaten.
yes, Jerry won 3 yesterday. But, you know, as we alluded to earlier, that number 1 is a tricky rink. And obviously Josh found it a little bit better than GB.
Yeah, so on those tricky greens, that's who found it first. And if you start battling on it, it's you probably more often than not end up battling on it.
So 2-all after 2 on this streaming rink at the moment. These boys obviously members of the Gold Squad. So I know they went to African states last year up in Botswana. So they're good mates as well.
Yeah, Nikša got off to a very good start there.
Yes. I think the quicker Shaun plays the ditch hand, the better.
I think so. And as I commented on the earlier game, I was a little bit baffled by how Jason and all continue to play the
tricky hand.
The tricky hand, and it just was a little bit baffling. And as soon as Jason changed, he got off the 14, and it was really. Shaun with a very loose ball there.
Yes.
Got a long way through the head. I'm sure that wasn't intentional. Yeah, I'm sure you'd like to correct on this one.
I think sometimes when your opponent's got a jack high ball, you do tend to add half a meter or a meter or so.
You
know,
know,
you-
not at this level. It shouldn't be, though. Let's be honest. Not a good ball. So, much as you want to be finding excuses, there's no real excuse. So you should be trying to draw close as possible.
Yes, of course.
Which I'm sure he's trying now. Still quite heavy. A lot heavy. Oh, almost as bad. That's
Almost 2 meters.
not. You're going to have to improve on that. I think that backhand looks a little bit, the ditch hand looks a little bit quicker than the inside hand.
Yes, for sure. And
And
bigger
I think
swing.
that's what's really caught him.
Yeah. Okay. Right, so Shaun, last chance saloon here to cut the 3 down.
Weight's a lot better. He's going to get there. Oh,
Coming up about a yard
another
short.
great in from Shaun there. Giving Nikša a very good opportunity to score 2, maybe 4 if he draws another one.
Yeah, it looks like 3.
He only looks like 2, and so he's got an opportunity to draw for 3. Excuse me. Oh, I think he's missed out on the bonus here as well. Has he? Yeah, it looks like he's missed out on the bonus.
He did. Well, they both missed out on a bonus now.
Yeah, and
So
those can come back to bite you. But long way to go still. Got off to a little bit of a shaky start. I have no doubt that it's only going to get better and better as the game goes on.
I'm sure. So Don, I see all the markers here have got these Augusta National style bibs on, like caddies. Was that your idea or Bowl South Africa?
I can't take credit for the idea, Michael, but we did manufacture and sponsor them along with Geersia from Perfect Delivery, who always seems to come to the party for bowls. And,
Yes.
And it's thrown a lot of money at the game over the years. As I say, a bit of a co-sponsorship of the bibs. So
Yeah,
I think they look great, and I think
Yeah,
it's a great initiative. And
Yeah, it's a nice innovation. Nice pockets to carry all of their stuff.
absolutely. And looking across the green, I mean, ultimately we got to understand that they're all volunteers, and
Yes.
you know that. But it would appear that the standard of the marketing is also being very, very good.
Yeah, I agree. Don't think there's been any issues from the players. The main issues the players have had have been the activity on the banks. Although most of these people watching are bowlers, not all of them are fully aware of what's going on around them.
Nice little head building, yeah.
Indeed.
Yep, I don't think he's up, is he? Oh, he's not up. A little bit naughty.
Came a long way.
It's probably one of those bowls where you're looking to sit the bowl or rest on the back bowls.
Our old friend Nick Rustling has put a little comment online.
Tricky Nick. How you doing, my friend?
It wasn't that long ago you were a regular fixture at the Masters, Nick. I hope you're still playing and playing well and enjoying it.
From what I understand, he's still playing very well. He's skipping the Western Province provincial side, so by all accounts, he hasn't lost any of his touch.
Okay. We've just got a comment from Jason Evans privately. He's saying, "Oh my God, dumb and dumber." I think that's very rude from South Africa's number 1.
I've heard worse. I've heard fat and fatterer. We've been called a few different ones, haven't we?
Correct.
Nikša just played an absolute beaut.
Yeah, is it enough though? What do your circles say, James?
Run about 2 far.
Shaun having a really good look.
A nice head. I love all the technology. Certainly, this live streaming has come a long way. Michael, since my first days of commentary, it's come a hell of a long way, and you guys really, the Wingate have done a magnificent job there with this live streaming. It really is good.
Ah, it's fantastic. It's a great addition, and it's not just used for the Masters, of course, but it's used for all sorts of events and tournaments here.
Oh, I think you could have almost sold it.
I'm not sure. Shaun thinks it's done.
Yeah.
Did I take the closest one out or the furthest one?
You took the furthest one out, but I think it's I fancy mine.
Nikša fancies it, of course. Now we've got
Slide on.
All overall.
Oh. Cool.
how could you tell, Brian?
You were looking so good in the beginning. Uh,
We've had another private comment from Terence Stopforth of Benoni Country Club, saying loving us and our commentary. Breath of fresh air, he calls it.
okay. We'll get a little bit more interesting this afternoon. Mike,
Yes, of course.
After a cold one or two.
After a cold couple at lunch, I'm sure we'll be waxing lyrical this afternoon.
Hey, Terence, keeping well, buddy? And Nikša got the shot there. It was good head.
Yeah,
Hasn't started off too good with this one. Ball in the ditch, not quite what he had planned, I'm sure. Shaun opting for the backhand again. He's not quite sure what hand he should be playing on, so he's a little bit in between. And
well,
I think with the hands being different speed, could be making it a little bit more difficult for himself.
for sure. I think he needs to get onto that ditch side and stay there.
Anyway, well, Nikša's still quite heavy, but a bit fortunate to get the jack, but I'm sure you'll take that any day.
Luckily, the jack got in the way. Like a fashion show walking past here this morning.
And juicy matches coming during the course of the day, Mike. And as I said earlier, the people missing out and not coming down to support their players are really missing out on a nice event.
For sure.
I'm so impressed. I haven't been here for a while, but I'm so impressed with what they've done here at Wingate. And it's I fear repeating myself, but it's certainly a 5-star.
Yeah, we've got a few more people than yesterday, of course. The banks are filling up quite nicely, and the little stands here are filling up. I'm quite sure by this afternoon it'll be chock-a-block here.
Be as many spectators I've seen, to be honest, at Wingate over the Masters.
Yes,
And I've got a feeling tomorrow could be a full house.
lovely.
Not often you can use the word full house and bowls.
Not often, mate. Philip Bailey, you back again today, mate? It was nice to have you with us yesterday. And you can make it down to the club this weekend. It'll be happy to buy you a beer, mate.
Shaun in a little bit of trouble. He's a little bit all over the place and just not settling down on his weight. And Nikša's got the jack again.
Oh, and he's boxed it.
And into the box.
He's boxed it. It's a really good 3 at the moment.
So Shaun's in a bit of trouble. So how quickly you can get into a 8-2, down 8-2 before you wipe the sleep out of yours.
It's just quite shallow, yeah, though, Don. I mean, that
The
touch
fact
of
that you
it-
can actually see the jack.
yeah, the fact that, well, you can see Nikša's bowl, you could probably rest against it and stay on the green.
You could almost get a toucher with a jack in it. And now we're talking nonsense, I think.
Oh, what a great effort, Shaun. What a great effort that was.
Yeah, great effort, but 3 down. It was 8-2.
So, Nick opening up an early lead, yeah. 8-2. Early days, though, as Donald said just now.
Yeah, earlier Jason was up 14-3, and
Yeah,
next thing was 14-0, and it shows you how quickly you take your eye off the ball, or things can change. Yeah, both sections wide open. Yeah, I think everybody's lost at least one. Oh, I think Wayne Roberts and Wayne Rittmiller are still unbeaten, but it looks like they're playing each other now, so somebody's going to get beat. So that's quite an interesting section there. Two very good players, very good singles players, and so it should be quite an interesting game to watch. Thanks, Bill. In Jason and Jerry's section, everybody's now lost a game, and so
yeah.
everything to play for, and I think the shots are very similar.
Well, obviously, Jason and Jerry are going for Masters number 6, and they play each other in the last game of the section tomorrow morning. So,
Yeah, I'm sure they both dead keen to get that number 6 under their belt. It should be a remarkable achievement.
it would have been cool if they were playing each other in the final,
Yes.
and there would have been a lot on the line. But still, it's
Well, I think there's still a lot on the line, especially if they're both in contention. So
yeah.
if they have a good day today, it will be all to play for tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I think that in itself could attract a nice bank.
That'll be a crackerjack of a game.
Be wonderful to see history made, and
Yes.
one of them get that number 6 under their belt. Both very good friends of ours as well, and club mates of mine. And it'll be interesting. Be wonderful to break the. They both hold the record with the great Doug Watson, of course.
Yes.
And to see that record broken will be a wonderful opportunity to be here and see that happen, if it happens. Long way to go for both of them. All of a sudden, Nikša has got a bit of a loose end going. Yeah. Doesn't look like he's going to get back with this one either. So a really loose end here, and another opportunity for Shaun to drop 3. And
Well,
for his sake, I hope he doesn't miss out on this chance. It's a relatively easy bonus draw, and I think he's done it. So
yeah,
well played.
so he's got that 3 back that he just dropped on the other side.
Which is
So-
quite important. So if you go into 11-2 or 10-2, always
Yeah.
a bit tricky to get back, especially against a player of Nikša's caliber.
For sure.
The previous winner of the Masters.
Yes. I think he won down in Cape Town, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Yes, he beat Matthew Perry in the final. And but he's just had a wonderful couple of years, hasn't he? Nikša, he's
Yeah, for sure.
won just about everything around. South African singles, Gauteng Open, South African Masters.
Yep,
Not a lot of people got that all under their belt.
for sure.
There are a few that I know of, but not many.
Don't tell me you one of those, Donny.
Mate, long time ago. 45 kilograms ago, as Mark Hankey would say.
That's so funny. I know my good friend Jason doesn't have a South African singles in his armor.
Nor does Jerry Baker for that matter.
Correct.
As I said, there's not a lot of us around.
James, have you met the great Donnie Pickett before?
Legend in my own mind.
Wait until he tells you his top 10 after about 8 castle lights. You will be riveted. Right then, back to the action. We got a hell of a game on rink 1 over there. We've got Chris Strover up against Warren Stain. 3-2 after 5 ends, so 5 singles so far. That's going to be a humdinger, I'm sure.
2 newbies to the Masters.
Yeah.
Don't know that much about Chris Trover, to be honest. Obviously, Warren we know quite well, being part of the JBA district, provincial side.
Oh, the boys still struggling with their line and length at the moment.
Can we walk past the great Neil Burkett?
There he is.
What did you say? You're 32. You're 32.
Old Neil complaining that Donnie's been spreading misinformation about his age and he's lost a few girlfriends as a result. I wonder if Neil Burkett has won the 3 Masters, the SA singles.
Neil Burkett's one of the elite.
One of the elite.
One of the few elite. Obviously, he hasn't won the Gauteng Open.
No.
3/4 of
But
a meter.
only because he hasn't played. I'm sure you would have had a few of those under his belt if he had played. No, Neil Burkett probably one of the great players that I've had the pleasure of playing with and touring the world with, and a great character in the game, and absolutely magnificent bowler.
Yes, he was SA's number 1 when I started in the mid-90s. And
been around for ages and won almost everything there is to be won now. So even on the world stage, he's well renowned as an absolute legend.
so I'm looking at this section as it stands. So Wayne Roberts and Wayne Rittmiller are heading up this section with 3 wins apiece yesterday. Shaun on 2 and the rest on 1, apart from Chris Strover, who is yet to win a game. And I'm not sure, but I think the 2 Waynes are playing each other now.
They are, Michael. I think Andre was going to get an update on the score from us.
Okay. So one of those is definitely going to lose, and then the rest of the section will have to hope that the winner goes on to lose a game to give them all a chance.
I think Shaun line shot here.
Yeah,
So the ball's still a little bit loose, Michael. Not quite hit the straps yet.
no,
Wayne Roberts is 6-2 up on Wayne.
20.
okay. Thanks for the update there, Rob. Yeah, I think the main issue that they're facing is that they swap in hands a lot, and they are different speeds. So they are struggling a bit with the weight.
I think certainly when I played singles, as I said, long time ago, I try to always stick to the same hand as much as possible and play 90% of your bowls on one hand and just settle into that weight, and chopping and changing doesn't help, especially on a green that has two different speeds. Yeah, we got off to a good start here. Shaun, that's a great shot. The first bowling singles mark is so critical. Can't emphasize
Always.
it enough. It just builds it, sets the head up. It doesn't automatically mean you're going to score, but if you can do that on 4, 5, or 6 occasions on the trots, you seem to you'll tend to get a good momentum going and
The pressure on the
put the
opposition
pressure on the
is,
opposition. Yeah.
is also very important, and that first word is critical.
Looking very good again.
Yeah.
It's quite a good bowl as well, making it very difficult for Nikša to get to. I'll be surprised if he plays that hand again. He's going to play it, but I think he's going to go have a little bit more.
He'll have a bit of a trot, I think.
Yeah, that he has.
Not
Just
far
under
off.
it, no.
Just under it. Oh, thank you.
Look. Did you, Mike? Having another go. Yeah, I think he's a bit wider. Let's have a look. Oh, yeah. Okay, putting himself in a little bit of trouble here, Nikša. Shaun's played a good end and covered the back, so besides the burn, it's hard to see hard to see Shaun not scoring this end. I'll be honest, Mike, it's so refreshing to see that they've done away with that whole respot rule in this Masters, and
Yes.
which I find the most crazy rule in bowls, and probably one of the most unfair rules in bowls as well. That's Shaun coming in for number 3. Thank God the powers that be came back to their senses and playing the game like it should be played. Having another go, it looks a lot better. All just under. Ooh. Oh. Anyway, 3 goes, and generally very accurate with those drives. And very seldom have I seen him miss 3. Anyway, all of a sudden Thomas is got back into a 9-8 lead. Comes the boss, Michael.
Here comes my master, Mr. Gary Rum.
One and only Gary Rum. Michael, Gary.
How you doing?
Try to be nice, eh?
You meet it. Umpire.
Nikša playing some mind games here.
Long measure.
Shaun looking disgusted. He just played over there. He won. He's finished. $22.92, so it's short.
Nikša's waiting for his apology, Mike.
Calvin Rum. We're not having rumblers yet. We're saving ourselves for lunchtime. But the old man has just arrived, so no doubt they will be flowing later. And Brandon Evans is online as well. Jason's little boy, who's currently holidaying in Surrey. Go on, Mr. Bowles. Hello, Uncle Don and Uncle Mike.
$4,700.
Yeah, Gary's just pointed out that yesterday we had nearly 500 viewers, and now that Donnie's commentating, there's only 195.
They're all here now, Mike. Come to watch me
that's
commentate.
right. They come into what? So that's it.
I mentioned earlier, there's actually a very, very nice bank and nice crowd here. You know, spread over 4 greens. It's very, very good. Great weather for it as well. Hopefully it stays there.
Yeah, yesterday morning we started off very overcast and but perfect bowls weather.
Just under
But
a
now
meter.
it's cracking. It's going to be over 30, I'm sure. As long as they keep the beers cold, it can get as hot as it likes.
Correct.
Stoel Kromout.
The
big man from Limpopo.
The commentary may even heat up.
Well, that's what they're all listening for. They're waiting for us to let go. So, Donnie, what do you think of these Madonna mics?
As I said, Mark, it's earlier, but I'm sure everyone can hear me breathe and cough and splatter and whatever else. But hopefully it's not too bad on the other side. But as I said, the technology you guys are coming up here is
Pass
fantastic.
your phone.
Bit of rain, looks like a bit of rain forecast for tomorrow, Michael. 40% chance of rain, it says. So hopefully it's once the bowl's is over and not.
Yes.
Be a pity if they could put a dampener on the events and on the really great tournaments.
I don't think it will. I think we're always very lucky here at Wingate. The commentator's curse.
Interesting to see what Shaun decides to play. I think he's going to have a look at that forehand, find a bit of way through that gap. Probably got to be careful he doesn't take his own bowl else.
I'm not sure if he's 1 or 2 down here.
I think he's 1 down.
If it's just the 1, he might just draw a better second. Because like you say, if he whips his own out, Nikša will have a bonus then for 3.
Or 4.
Or even 4, yeah. He's having a go.
He's having a go, as I said. Oh, he's got his own.
He got one of Nikša's and his own, of course.
So, that golden rule when you have a 1 bowl in the head, it's you think you can't get it, it always seems to disappear.
Graham Raper supporting his BGN teammate, Nikša. Has he sent it, Don?
Well, I think he's done enough to get 2.
I'm not sure. Looks really close. We've got the advantage of the rings, of course, which you can see on screen now, but it does look like it's only 1. Randy just put up a comment, but he deleted it very quickly. Mr. Evans, he says, has Uncle Don won a Masters title? How many did you win, Don?
Not a lot, Mike. 1.
Oh dear.
Couple of medals, and
You've won
bronze
one
medals.
more than a lot of people, huh?
That it is.
Yeah.
And never forget that illustrious elite group we spoke about earlier.
Yes, of course. Raywin, it's currently about 26, 27 degrees here, going up to 30 in a couple of hours.
Nikša, very good weight again, just missing the line.
Scotty, thanks for the well wishes. Yes, we will enjoy ourselves today. Just over it and just under the line.
Michael, how are you enjoying Gauteng North Bowls?
Yeah, it's a bit different. Obviously,
Is
I
your
don't.
Afrikaans improved?
Pardon?
Is your Afrikaans improved?
Afrikaans has improved. Fantastic. Ek is now heeltemal bisexual.
That's good to hear. No, it is a great club, yeah. Probably better facilities than Morningside, but not better bowlers, I don't think.
Well, like we said earlier, we need to have that challenge. We need to get your
Yes.
best 8 or 12 together and our best 8 or 12, and we'll see.
I'd love to throw a bit of money at that.
But I'm not saying that the standards are a bit lower here, but I'm in the semi-final of the BGN pairs next weekend
Well,
with our good friend Wayne Perry.
enough said.
So I think we're just playing well.
In all fairness, I think Gauteng North are probably, depth-wise, probably one of the stronger districts at the moment. Got a wonderful crop of young bowlers coming through, and that are going to be the future of South African bowls. Is he going to get back? Oh,
Yes, he's
he
back.
has played this well. Yes. Anyway, I'll give us.
Nick Ruslin's asking if you won your Masters at Discovery.
I did Nick Discovery it was, yes.
There we go.
1994,
Wow.
45 kilograms ago.
And about 45 years ago for you.
Oh, he's played a brilliant shot.
Great shot there from Nick.
Line at least 3, so pressure back on.
We'll
Shaun.
shove the rings on now. See if that fourth one is in after the replay. Not sure if the fourth one's in, but it's close. It looks-
Update between the two Waynes, and apparently Ritmiller's 8-6 up on Wayne Roberts. And for the all the Pretoria boys and supporters, Marizal is 12-1 up on Desi Goldblatt. It looks like it could be 4 shots, certainly 3.
And we got Kelvin Rom sending me Rumbler videos, making me very thirsty. Tell him to behave, please, Gary.
Michael, can you read some of those last messages?
Yes, Martiens Vollete. Gaan groot manne, mag die beste ene wen. Geniet julle baie, Martiens van Hopetown, Noord-Kaap. Have you ever heard of Hopetown? Wow.
That's impressive, Mike.
I know.
In a very short space of time, you become fully bilingual.
Yes, no. Fantastic. You know, you get a lingual coach when you join this club. So anybody that's not a thoroughbred will get a quick how to be an Afrikaner.
A PK, they call it in Afrikaans a PK.
I thought a PK was something else, and it's not a good thing.
And I'm not going to tell you what it stands for.
Oh.
I could have banned you.
One of your old buddies here, Donny, Trevor Smale.
Oh, Trevor, jeez.
He
Hey,
remembers
Trevor,
playing.
long time ago.
He remembers playing in the CGBA Open Singles Final in 2000, 2001.
Absolutely, at JP. I won't forget that. Yeah, we had a hell of a game, and luckily got up on the right side of it.
You were playing well then, though.
Yeah, those were the days, Michael.
Like you say, 45 kilograms at goal. So, back to the game. Nick, with that 4, has gone into a 13-9 lead.
Shaun
has
on a
just
back
put
toucher.
a back toucher. Always a good feeling when you draw one of them. I think you had one of those last year in Otaniqua, Donny, when we went down there.
11th of February 2023.
Oh, really? Yeah.
10:56. That don't happen too often these days anymore, Mike.
Haley Pickett. Hello, Plonkers. She can't be talking to us.
It's amazing when you're out of the house, Mike, and how brave they get.
While the cat's away, the mice will play, my friend. And she is a lovely mouse, let me tell you.
Watching bowls, geez, that's incredible.
Yeah. She's making sure that you are where you say you are. Yeah, Andre, I'm not sure where the music's gone. I think the DJ was kidnapped. Oh, Brian, don't bring up those old bad memories and nightmares of Donny. He says back in 2000 you didn't have the forehand flapper.
Little did he know that forehand flapper has been with me for a very, very long time.
Oh, Haley says she's missing you, Donny. Oh,
She's only human.
Yep, you're right. You're right. She knows a good one when she's got one.
I always said, Mike, if I had a forehand in my day, they would have banned me from bowls.
Oh, yeah. Well, look, they nearly banned Castle Light from bowls because you were so good after drinking so many of them.
Okay, Michael, some things you're not allowed to say on there.
Scotty, don't get personal here, mate. He says there's a lot of weight in the commentary box. Is that because Gary Rom has arrived?
Can we try focus on the bowls, guys?
Yes, of course. Okay. So Shaun picked up his back toucher there to get to double
Start off
figures.
with a very good one again.
Yeah. He's pulled the mat right up, of course. Probably about a 24 and a half meter jack. We got a real plonker passing now. All good, no doubt. We've even got Shaun Ned Kelly watching from Resolven in Wales. He reminds everyone that I'm the biggest vegan on earth.
Veggie Mike, we call him, yeah.
Veggie Mike,
Shaun.
alive and well, Mr. Ned.
Get a little bit lucky, yeah.
Yeah, not so much,
No,
but
not-
he was in the
not so
area.
lucky. Set himself up nicely, though.
Yeah, Shaun needs to get another one in there. Probably on his backhand. Should sneak one in there.
Oh, he's changed his hand.
Thank you. Gotta love Alan Atty. Just became one of my good friends from Wingate.
At least you found a district that you got some mates, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very close, very close. He's got this. Played a great shot. The ball before, where he set that shot up so nicely for himself. You know, Shaun coming down with a bit of weight, so I think not a bad line, yeah. He just needs to get this right. Oh, a little very unlucky. Got that square, would have been perfect.
Chance for Nick to draw another bonus for another count. 16-10 is a healthy lead, of course.
See Warren Stein 12-5 up on Strover. You guy on the block, Michael. What do you know about Chris?
I don't really know much. I just know he's in the Port Natal provincial side. He's good mates with Wayne Roberts, I believe.
Obviously a very good bowler. I mean, Port Natal, not a Mickey Mouse district.
Yeah.
So if you can make it into that provincial side, you've got to be some sort of bowler. But not a lot I know about him at the stage.
No. Right. So what was that? Was that a 2 or a 3 down? I was distracted
2.
by...
Two down. So it's 15-10.
Okay, 15-10. Pino Patacco. Hello, Pino, mate. He's a good old friend from the Italian club.
Yeah. Pino's been around for, like us, a long, long time.
He's now retired down in Langebaan, I believe, Don.
Wow. Terrible part of the world.
Yeah.
Shaun's still chopping and changing a bit, so he's got off to a good start again.
Yeah. Jack level, about a foot away. That's a really good start. Nick also just under the line a bit, but good weight. Oh. So yeah, we've got a little bit of a technical issue with the overhead cam.
Wilson.
They'll have to fix it after the game, unfortunately. So you're just going to be blessed with the guesses of Dumb and Dumber here in commentary.
Rittmiller up 11-7 on Roberts.
Yeah. Top of the table clash in that section.
Wilson, what was that? 11-5, 12-5 up on Terence McLean. Also a newcomer to the Masters fold.
Terence from down in Kingfisher, I think.
That's right, yeah. Very talented youngster, and I've seen him play a couple of times. I've been quite impressed by him, I must be honest. And future of South African bowls.
Indeed. So Shaun line 1 or 2 here. Not quite sure. Nick looks a bit under it. Well, he's promoted himself. He might have got second out of it now.
Yeah, the marker says one only.
Yeah. Secret to singles, of course, is just dropping ones when you are losing heads.
A game of patience, Michael. It's you know, a lot of people that just enjoy fours and that just don't have the patience for singles, and it's so important when you drop in that you're not dropping fours and threes and you drop in ones. And
Calvin, the greens are running at about 14-15 seconds at the moment. We're expecting them to get about a second quicker later.
Yeah, I'll keep my comments to myself on that one.
You can mute.
But I fully agree with you, Gary.
Graham Turner watching from the
The one and
UK.
only Raggers has just arrived.
Or are you in Australia now? I can't remember. I can't keep up with you.
Got injured there, Raggers?
Hello,
Yeah, you
Mr.
got injured
Raggers.
last night?
Jerry Baker's coach has just dropped into the commentary area to offer some pills of wisdom. Another great start from Shaun.
Shaun's played some absolutely brilliant shots with his first ball coming down on that hand.
Yeah.
He's hanging in there. So
Nick pulling up about 4 feet short there. Okay, Graham, I'm sure you're freezing over there at the moment. Glad you're tuning in. Hope you're under a blanket or something. Yeah, another great wood there from Shaun.
got two brilliant balls.
10 inches beyond the jack. Nick changing his hand. Not far away yet.
I think he's just going to sail by... Oh, but I'm wrong. which does not often happen.
Stop tipping, Donny. You hit people that tip.
What a great shot.
Yeah, great shot from Nick. Great reply. Shaun was holding two great ones there.
A
And
measure for shot.
the marker reckons it's a measure. Yeah, they're both going to come down. Meanwhile, over on rink 1, Warren has extended his lead to 14-5. The evergreen Esme Haley is 6-4 up against Francesca Baleri. We got Mo Lowe, 7-6 up against Esme Kruger.
I think Shaun's just going to be looking to turn his ball, Michael, or if he trails a jack 2 feet, gets 2 shots.
Yeah,
I don't think there's a lot to look at there, to be honest.
no, that's the shot.
I don't think he's got any other option.
Target's about a foot wide, so that's definitely the shot, mate.
I'm not doing it at a lot of speed either.
No.
I'm gonna try and refrain from saying anything on this one, but it looks. Oh, he's not narrow yet.
Oh dear.
Oh my gosh, this is why we
Oh,
love the
dear.
game so much.
Right then. So Nikša giving him a sarcastic little hand clap there.
Wonderful character, Nikša. Always got a smile on his face. Always playing with a smile on his face.
Yes.
Always looking like he's enjoying himself, and
Fantastic
a
guy.
wonderful, wonderful competitor and bowler.
Comes from a massive family.
It's got a nice shot to play. Depending on his weight, he's on a good road.
He's not far off yet.
Yeah,
Well, he's taken the shot put out. Now it's back to the measure.
back to the measure, yeah.
Like I said, the bank is very busy here today, which is not cool for the players.
It's always a difficult one, Mark. The players and the spectators walking, it is very frustrating, to be honest, when you're a player. Shaun playing a lot of weight, very, very close.
Oh, he's been unlucky.
So,
Oh,
not quite the shot I would have played, but I don't know what the future there, unless he was sure that he was shot down.
Yeah.
But
got
he's got
over
a
a
nice
meter
opportunity to draw, to get
draw
into the
three.
striking zone. 17, it's everyone likes to get to 17, and you're one head away from winning it. Shaun seems to confirm that he was holding the shot. Nikša has managed to get 2 out of that.
So Nikša moves into the striking zone. 17-11 up.
Use the same word, actually.
We're up to 243 views now. John, Mr. Producer, how's our Bowl South Africa subscribers? Have we reached the 3,000 mark? Oh, excellent. Right. The mission for the end of tomorrow is 4,000. How many bowlers do we have in South Africa now, Don?
Michael, I'm not. The
30,000?
last I heard was about 25,000
25,000.
registered members.
Yeah.
As I say, these days with the advent of the business leagues and that, there's a lot more people playing bowls and people that are rocking up there that are every week, and non-bowlers, non-registered bowlers,
Yeah,
and that can only be good for the game going forward.
sure.
My last, I heard from a reliable source that South Africa was the only country where the numbers have gone up in the last couple of years, and which is wonderful. 25%. So I think it's from 20,000 to 25,000.
Wow.
So that's a lot of bowlers.
I can't believe we dropped to 20,000 though.
Yeah, we were there at
about
one stage.
25 years ago, we had about 100,000, I think.
Yeah, not probably 35 years ago. I think it's, a lot of people say it's the game's dying, Mike, but it's not about the game. It's, I think life in general. I mean, if you look at most sporting clubs in South Africa, whether it's tennis or squash or football for that matter, all the numbers are down what they were 35 years ago.
There's so much more choice these days to
Absolutely.
spend your time on.
Absolutely. Yeah, Oh, she played a very good shot again. Line 3 now. Big ball for Shaun. Yeah. Be surprised if he doesn't use a bit of weight here. Yeah. Market has confirmed that there's 3 shots. Shaun still electing for the draw. Not sure he's going to get back to it.
Just over the weight there.
Just over the weight. Great effort. I'll be surprised if he tries that again. Anyway, let's see what Nikša got to put on the pressure here and draw number 4.
Yeah, if he can be line game, it does add a lot more pressure to Shaun's shot.
It helps Nikša's cause a lot as well. 21-11 is a nice score for
the section.
For a shot average
Yeah.
perspective. It looks like he's drawing. Didn't seem to get it the way that well. Not too far off. Your weight wasn't too bad. It was more probably
More the line.
the line. Well, that's going to make Shaun feel a little bit better because he's not game down, but he's still got to be very careful.
For sure. He still looks a little bit undecided though as to what shot to play. If he should just play similar to his last or to have a rip. AKA. Mr. AKA. Mooi man. Fact.
Can't be accused of rushing it.
No. Taking his time on the mat, yeah. Yep, he's decided to play with weight.
In the ballpark.
He's definitely got 1 away and 2 away. Might only be 1 down now. By the looks of it. So, good change for him. Nice start here from Nick. Brendan Fern's bringing a whole lot of brandies and coke past us. And the mercurial Wade Pretorius gracing us with his presence. Mercurial. Look it up, mate.
Oh.
Yeah, like I said earlier,
Shaun
mate,
got a bit of a rush of blood.
when you see those jack-eye bowls, it
Balls
does
are
give
going
you...
quicker than his walk.
Yes, indeed, Margaret. Maggie's playing Lazandri. Currently the score is...
Another very good one. Shaun under a bit of pressure.
Waiting for the marker to get out the way of the board, sorry. Right, 9-7 to Maggie Van Sale on rink number 5.
I think he's going to be a bit unlucky. Very unlucky. Jeez, got that a little fuller, he would have sat for number 1.
I don't think so. Yeah, very good, Nick. Line game at the moment.
Just when I thought I was the worst tipster, yeah. Along comes Gary Rom. Still on the draw.
Yeah, he looks very heavy coming down that backhand of his.
I think that's a shot that he's just in between shots. They're not sure whether to draw or play with weight, and they ended up in the ditch. And that's.
I think the next one will be a run-in shot, just to take the game away.
It'll be interesting to see what Nikša does with this ball. Does he go to the back or? It's quite a big target if you're going to have a go at it. And then Shaun's got the 2 best backs. If he happens to get the jack, get 3 shots, he's back in the game. I think what I'd be doing is be looking to go to the back. And I think he is. He needs to stay on though.
He might get Shaun's bowl. Well, he
So
did
he's
find
gone down,
Shaun's
so-
bowl, but he
Shaun
He
going
fell
down,
in.
but he's got a nice opportunity to get 3, yeah. Wouldn't like to be in his shoes, to be honest. But
So, are they about to shake hands? Or are we going to clap for Shaun?
Shaun's still electing to draw, which I'm rather surprised. Yeah, too heavy. That's game over. Well played,
Yeah.
Nikša.
Well played, Nikša Bengurić.
Probably the only bowler at Wingate currently.
Well, Donny, you need to keep your comments to yourself in that regard, I'm afraid. You might have 4 slashed tires when you want to go home later. Anyway, should we give Nikša an interview? Right then, we'll call Nikša in. You'll have to move up and let him be hooker in the middle. In fact, let Nick go on the end. Right, so here we are with the winner of that match, Nikša Bengurić, local hero of Wingate Park. Donnie, have you got some incredible questions for him?
Yeah, thank you. Firstly, well done, Nikš. Off to a little bit of a shaky start yesterday, but off to a good start today, and a couple of more wins under your belt today. You'll be right back in it, and I think this tournament always lends itself to losing 2 games in a section and puts you right up there with the rest.
Yeah, definitely still a possibility for me. I've got to obviously win all 3 today, and then see where I'm at come this evening.
Yeah, so Nick, it seems that you boys battled a bit going from side to side with the weight.
Yeah, we're struggling to settle on a side of the green. The speeds were different going up and coming
Yeah.
down. I found the backhand coming down probably about 2 yards heavier than the forehand.
Yeah.
And the forehand going up had a massive hook as well, so it was a bit tricky. I just managed to play a couple of conversion shots. I think that was the difference in the game.
Yeah, you made a good 3 down when you boxed the white down the end
Yeah,
there, and
yeah.
that really good 3, and
Yeah.
it was really hard for him to get in there.
Yeah.
But then he bounced back with a 3 down here, so then it was like almost even Stevens again, and then you pulled away.
Yeah. So I managed to pull away and managed to stay in front and eventually win. So very happy.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
yeah, no, well done, and I think you hit the nail on the head. The conversion shots were won it for
Yeah.
you. He had a couple of heads where he was putting his first bowl very close, and he never scored on any of those ends. So.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that is, singles is the conversion shots a big
Yeah,
weapon to have, and you played those very well, and as a result, the 21-11.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you
Well
very
done.
much.
Who have
Good
you
luck
got
going
next, Nick?
forward. And
Who's next?
Yeah.
Wilson Monobolo.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That'll be a good game.
So it should be fun.
yeah, Wilson, another very. I rate him very highly, so
Yeah,
it should
likewise.
be a good game, and we wish you well.
I appreciate it. Thanks, gents. Have a
Have
good
a,
one.
have a great tournament, mate.
Thank you. Cheers.
Right, coming up next on this streaming rink, we've got Evelyn Kluter against Esme Kruger. Esme, of course, past Wingate member, but now currently down in Eden. So, yeah, it'd be a good game to tune into. I'm not sure who's going to be commentating, but if you need to buy us a drink, we will be at the bar. Anyway, been great talking to you. Cheers, guys.